All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the HCA No Prep Finals. We've got Yoko going up against Condor Ronin. This should be a pretty exciting match. I haven't seen Yoko play before, but I've been hearing good things about him. I have seen Condor Ronin play, and they do fantastic, so I'm pretty excited to see how this match plays out. Curtain just dropped. And here we go. We're fighting over Market Square. Let's take a quick look at the map, see what's going on at the start. You can see vehicles coming across all the way across the line for both teams, spreading this fight out immediately from the start. Now you can see that the fourth points are both the center points, so this fight is going to spread out quite a bit. But here at the start, we're going to fight over Market Square, so let's go ahead and watch from some of these opening rockets that we love to watch for. Just waiting for him. I see some trucks coming across for Condor running over there. There comes the trucks for Yoko here below us. I do see a couple of ATs riding on top of the trucks. So here comes the trucks coming across from Condor Ronin with a Puma leading the charge. Two ATs on top of the Puma going to be right in their face. The Puma might actually come around behind him with the Stewart going to come up behind as well there. The Puma just shot. Puma caught a rocket from Saradora. And it looks like he got taken out by the recon tank back here. Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah, recon tank took him out. So recon on recon violence there. Nice catch by Yoko. Yoko taking a few casualties, but so is Condor Ronin. These guys exchanging here, fighting over the Market Square. Does look like Condor Ronin is starting to get a little better at the exchange here. They've got more guys into the circle, but sometimes it can just be about positioning. Condor Ronin has slipped at least one guy through. He does get taken now by Echelon. And there's a Stewart pulling up now on that side. Oh, but here's the Lukes here, right in front of us. You can see the Lukes pulling up for Condor Ronin. Securing that center point for them. Looks like things are still pretty even down here in the south, but there's a Stewart and a Recon Vic down there. And Z has made it all the way through as an AT. He's about to be on. I'm not sure what vehicle he is on right now. Looks like he's getting some rockets into the P4 there. I believe I just saw a second P-out shot into the P4. Sorry, I'm getting a little thrown off because in Hell Let Loose Vietnam, the scroll wheel does the opposite. It makes you up is down and down is up. So that's going to throw me off. I'm going to speed up and slow down a little awkwardly. I apologize for that. Oh, Z gets taken down by Distinto. Valdez coming around as well. A couple of squad leaders down here for Condor Ronin. There goes the capture to Condor Ronin, taking Market Square pretty quickly here at the start of this match. Let's take a look at the map, see what's going on. You can see that Yoko's got some guys spread out over here towards the west. They've got a couple tanks up here inside of the circle. They're not pushed out of this yet. Condor Ronin did just have to pull one of their Lukes out of the circle, and that's going to cause the cap pusher to start swinging back towards Yoko. Down here on the edge of the map, Yoko still has this recon tank that is preventing anybody from pushing through down here on this side. Couple of infantry down here as well, but here comes the recon tank is pushing up. Looks like he's going to try and help this push up here on the circle. And you can see that they've got a medium tank here as well as a Luke's just to the left here. Or not a Luke, sorry, a Stewart here. So they've got a nice push going on here with their tanks. Let's take a look at the map, see what happened to Condor Ronin's tanks. I see they got a Luke's and a Luke's out here to the west of Market Square, but they don't have a ton of cap pressure going on with those. Let's shift the camera over here and see what's going on with this Luke's. He is trying to get himself a few infantry kills here. Nerf me running like crazy, trying to get away from his fire. Echelon popping out and spotting that Luke's, I think. Should have been able to see him. Definitely can hear him. Rocket going out from Indican. Indic? Oh, David just came around. A crew, tank crew, just came around the backside, taking out OPs. What is he doing? David coming around behind. Marking the Stewart. We're over halfway capped here, though, at Market Square, so maybe David and his whatever weapon he's using, pistol, probably. Maybe submachine gun. If he'd hold still. He's got the submachine gun. Oh, tank crew fight with the pistol. He got him. He got him. He's hitting him. Run, David. Sean chasing him down. David trying to run. Get him, Sean. Don't let him get away. Oh, he's behind the wall. He's going to heal up. Sean's going to keep running. David's going to escape. Sean's looking for him. Oh, he spotted him, but David took him down. A little bit of tank crew fight going on there in the middle of this battle. David, the tank commander, still running around in their backlines, causing chaos, allowing Ronin to get this cap pressure going again, maintaining their hold on Market Square. Stalling up that cap, I should say. There is still a medium tank here for Yoko, helping keep the pressure on. He's catching rockets as we speak. Let's take a look at the map, see what's going on. There is still just one tank here. The Stewart over here to the right has had to move in and out of the circle as he duels it out with the Lukes over here. Nerf me looking like he's trying to make a run at this Lukes, but he gets caught in the open and taken out. Something just blew up there. Didn't quite catch it. Well, it looks like it was just a truck. So the Stewart is doing good. Tevier trying to get back into his tank. What are all these tank crewmen just running around outside their tanks? Alright, I want to take a look at the map. I want to see what's going on with La Marina. La Marina's looking pretty good. Market Square again starting to swing towards Yoko. You know, I just realized that I am like trying to pronounce French names to a French team, and this is probably going to go poorly for me. I'm so sorry. Almost halfway capped here now at Market Square. Yoko still keeping the pressure on. Luke starting to put some more rounds into that Stewart. The Stewart goes down. I think the Luke's actually got a hold of him. Where is the Luke's? He came around behind him. He is there. I mean, you can't really see him, but he's there. He's catching rounds, trying to jump out, trying to repair. Z's getting rockets on him. Looks like Z did manage to destroy the Luke's. Recon Vic that pushed through got taken down by Band here on the backside. He got a little too aggressive. Condor Ronin still has guys in the backside of Yoko's lines, and they're just causing chaos back here. You got T and Deleted swinging around, running around in their backlines, deleting OPs. Still don't think there's any pressure going on at La Marina. Most of the focus is here at Market Square because Yoko does keep getting the pressure going on. You know, it's not a ton, but it's enough to keep Condor Ronin from being able to push away. More guys for Condor Ronin slipping through. These guys aren't running away. They're more focused on clearing out the spawns in the back line. Echelon finally gets a hold of Deleted and clears him out. And here comes... Is that a 75? No, it's a medium. Oh, right, because it's Canadian. That's why it looks different to me. So Canadian tank pulling out. Oh, I just realized I never turned my top kills thing on. My apologies. I can turn that on right now. Where is it? That's not right. Oh, I'm so sorry. This should be like that. I guess I can't get it to work. I'll just turn it off. Nope, we just won't have it. That's fine. We don't need it. Sorry for the top killers. I forgot to turn it on. That's not showing up, right? I hope not. There. Just because it bothers me. All right, back to what is happening in front of us. Market Square is being captured again by Yoko. Doesn't look like they have the greatest hold on Market Square. They are capping right now, but they're still pushed back across this main road. Ronin should be able to bring, Condor Ronin should be able to bring some reinforcements back to stall up this cap pressure. This medium tank that's pulled into the circle could be a problem, though, unless they're able to get some ATs on it. There's Leather Kite. Again, tank crews just running around outside their tanks. I am a little confused by that. Now, it does look like Yoko does have a pretty good buildup of troops here in the center. These guys all count as being in the circle now, controlling these buildings, so if they can push through and clear out Condor Ronin from the circle, they'll be in a nice, strong position. They are taking casualties. They're trying to push across the square, though. They do got a couple of guys over here to the right. They're trying to swing around the outside. They are taking casualties. They're trying to push through to get a hold of the spawn that's most likely back there. The cap pressure has been stalled up. There is the garrison there below us. Some sort of tank fight going on here, I think. Or maybe ATs. I definitely heard a ricochet. And this P4 is very damaged. Looks like the medium is trying to swing out and around over here on this side. Oh, but he gets Kevin gets a hold of him and takes him down. The medium goes down for Yoko. Another rocket coming across, getting a hold of this P4 over here. But at the... Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Nerf Me takes out the P4. Without those tanks, things should balance out again. But again, there's more guys in the back line for Condor Ronin in the back line of Yoko, just causing chaos. Slipping through here in the buildings. Taking another look at the map for a look at the lines. It does feel like Yoko's slipping a few guys through here on the far west. But as far as spawns go, Condor Ronin has good positioning in their red zone. Yoko's got them pretty pushed back. They're definitely out. Ooh, there was an airhead. I don't know if he found it or not. He's running away from it. I don't think he sees it. Doesn't know where it landed. They're looking for it. That airhead is live. There's nobody around it. There's the spawn in. Wait. Ah, Recon Vic across the water. Tried to get a hold of him. That makes sense. There you go. All right, it's all coming together now. It's making sense. Nice play there by, who's that? Oh, a fully crewed one, too. Nice well play, guys. Didn't see you there. Sometimes I don't see the vehicles on the map. It's all blue. My old man eyes can't see very well these days, I guess. Ultra coming around down here on the south side, trying to swing around the flank of Yoko, but he does end up getting caught by Kuro and the tank. Aurelia spawning back in on that OP there is now going to help push through. There's a couple squad leaders down here on the south side for Yoko. They might be able to swing through down here on the south side. There is a tank. I just saw it. A heavy with a Recon Vic behind him. Looks like Condor Ronin wants to clear that tank out and take control of the south side. Drive this Puma in here and get his attention. Maybe even bait him out if he tries to chase. That is a 76. So these are a couple of heavies down here. Or 76. It's Firefly, right? It's the Firefly, right? Sherman Firefly. Versus the Tiger. Let's see what kind of positioning this Tiger has. I don't think these tanks can see each other. Does not seem so. So they're just kind of holding each other back right now at the moment. Let's head on back over to Market Square, see what's going on here. You can see the Puma is driving straight down the road, daring anyone with a rocket to shoot him. Oh, Indy, it's up to you. This Puma, oh, almost ran over his own guy there. I'm a little surprised to not see more ATs spawning in to clear this guy out, but he could just be getting real lucky right now. He's going to drive around the backside, and there goes Yoko. Recon Vic just drove right through. They probably saw him as he went past. He's going to come right around the backside if they're not careful. They should know he's over here. They definitely watched him do that. Oh, somebody got a hold. I think the Recon Vic got a hold of the machine gunner up on top of the building. There is cap pressure going on at Market Square while we're watching this. Looks like the Puma tried to come around. I think they're just hunting spawns. They're both just hunting spawns. Let's head back over to Market Square. See what's going on over here. That Firefly is starting to pull into the square. He's going to force that Tiger to have to reposition. Unless they can get a satchel on him. But if they have pretty decent infantry control around the square. So with this Firefly pulling up into the square. Satchel just went off nearby. Not sure where. The garrison is still active there. Erickson running in and clearing out the house in front of us. Bombing run going through. Gets the garrison. The return bombing run going through. Might clear a few guys, but it's going right over top of the buildings. Adler might be the only guy in the open right now. And nerf me. A couple of guys do get caught by the counter bombing run, but not a ton. And the Firefly is still active. He is catching rounds from the P4 here. P4 daring to engage with him. The P4 wins the exchange with the Firefly. Fantastic play here. I don't know what they did to that. I think he was probably damaged from the bombing run. That bombing run went right over top of him. A ricochet over here off the Puma. It looks like there was a fight between the Recon Vics over here, and the Puma wins the exchange. Condor Ronin cleaning out all of Yoko's tanks. Oh, no. There is still a Firefly over here. That might have actually been a medium that got destroyed right there. I could be wrong about the Firefly. There is still one tank left for Yoko to try and help hold this back. He is kind of in a position to duel it out with this Tiger. I still don't think they can see each other. Getting a few lag spikes here. Here goes the infantry pushing forward for Condor Ronin. Trying to clear these guys out now after all that cap pressure they just had. They want to secure this point. Artillery coming down all over these guys. Yoko with a pretty nice spread going on down here to the west. Starting to push away Condor Ronin's reinforcements over there. Taking control, but both sides are kind of slipping through each other's lines. You can see that, oh, Dario might... Did Dario get the satchel on? Or is he going for it right now? I don't see any sparks, but that doesn't mean anything. They're pretty good at hiding these things. Maybe Dario's looking for a garrison and not trying to get on the tank, though. Does manage to get goofy. His name is probably like Jeffy or something, right? Like, oh, I bet he's gonna be mad when he hears me call him Goofy. 2 tanks now up over here for Yoko. Helping secure the south side as the Tiger pulls out. There's a Luke's up over there as well. One of the tanks looks like he's about to reposition for Yoko, so let's go ahead and see what he does. Looks like he's heading towards the circle. You see the medium pulling up. I want to see if this medium follows or if he just secures. Nope, he's going to follow. These guys are all inning on this attack right now. Let's see how conservative they are with these tanks. Looks like they're not going to pull them straight into the point. They're being a little more careful. They're not going to pull up on that main road like they did last time. That Tiger would prevent it anyways. That Tiger's a little more further forward than he was before. Now that P4 is actually on the next road over, so they can't engage with him just yet. Let's Saradora did manage to slip through over there on the southwest corner of Market Square, but he got cleaned up before he could get too much damage done. Maybe he got an OP or two, though. I'm not sure. I'm kind of trying to watch these tanks. I want to see what they do. Oh, looks like they just took out that AT gun that was sitting on the road. Yes. That thing was unmanned, but now it's gone. So they don't have to worry about that anymore. Here comes the Tiger pulling up. Is he going to make the mistake of pulling right in front of these two tanks? For his sake, I hope not, but for the sake of entertainment, I kind of hope so. Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to pull right out in front of these guys. Boom! Here comes the next shot from the medium. Come on, medium. Come on, guys. Oh, swing and a miss from the Tiger. That thing's crude. There you go. He got him, too. The medium takes him out with his first shot. Tiger goes down. Very unfortunate for that Tiger driver to just drive right out in front of the tanks like that. Well played. Good coordination by Yoko's tanks to clean him up quickly before he could do too much damage. Now's a good chance for them to push those tanks forward, or at least one of them. They could push that medium forward into the circle. Is the Firefly? They're actually both in the circle, so... You know what? Not a bad idea to keep them safe, either. Decent amount of infantry to push here for Yoko. They've got a nice attack going on. That P4 is still over there. There's still a Luke's below us as well. Does look like the Firefly is repositioning over to this sector. Maybe he's going to try and engage this Luke's. If they could get rid of this Luke's, Condor Ronin could be in trouble. I don't even know what that Luke's is shooting at. Oh. Gallus gets taken down. Dario getting a kill down here on the south side. Here comes another Firefly pulling up down here on the south side. He's a little alone and a little exposed, but all these tanks are a little alone and a little exposed. There's no infantry here to protect him. Here comes Dario running around as an assaultman. Is this fully crewed? It is fully crewed. But you have no protection. And here comes Dario. Satchel is on. The satchel is on the tank. And you've still got an infantryman here keeping the guys in the tank. They're probably not going to be able to get that satchel off. Oh, Chitak jumps out. Does get cleaned up by RX. Yeah, that he's in trouble. I don't think they're going to be able to save it. I don't think they even have time to take satchel off. It's going to go off right about now. Well, they do still have two tanks here, and I mean, they got a handful of infantry. They're still trying to push these guys in from the west. Like I said before, they've got a pretty good hold going on down here in the west, keeping their reinforcements away. As long as Condor Ronin isn't able to push up over here on the far west. It looks like Condor Ronin is putting a pretty good focus over here to the west, trying to break through over there. They do still have a P4 here to hold down Market Square, so... Dario's not going to have another satchel. So I want to swing over here to the west. I want to see what this attack from Condor Ronin looks like over here. Just a couple of guys trying to swing through right now. Just a little bit of back and forth, some cat and mouse across the water. It's going to be really difficult to get through over here. There is already a handful of guys over here for Yoko that are defending this. They're certainly not unaware that it's happening. Yeah, there you go. So it looks like Yoko's holding pretty good over here on the far flank. Ronin's probably not going to find too much of a hold over there. Most of the fight is just over here at Market Square, where Yoko is absolutely keeping the pressure up. Condor Ronin again pushing their infantry through, though, trying to get up on these tanks, trying to clear them out. Yoko's infantry, I don't know, it's hard to criticize. Like, I get it. You want to push through, you want to find the spawns and clear these guys out. And Saradora does get a kill here before getting cleaned up by Boca. It's just standing up on this wall, watching that doorway. Oh, almost gets taken out by the Artie. They do have another garrison in pretty much the same spot as they had it the first time. Worked out pretty good for them the first time, so I guess I don't blame them. It's pretty well protected back there. It's hard to get to. Yoko does still have these 2 tanks here, though. They're being pretty conservative with. One of the Fireflies is catching rocket, or that's the medium. The medium is catching rockets. There's a push going on over here on the edge of the map over here to the east. It is being found out, though. These guys are being contested, trying to push through over here on the east side. Condor, Ronin pushing some infantry this way, trying to clean this up. They're getting caught, trying to push across the road. Kuro's in a pretty bad spot right now. Yeah, he just got taken out by Kevin. Kevin does get cleaned up by Saradoro, though, so... Oh, Saradoro goes down. As I say, they're holding pretty good. Mamie's here, so things are breaking even over here on the edge of the map. Oh! Oh, a tiger pulled into the fray over here on the main road. It did take down the medium. I think he's actually still engaging with the Firefly, and he got him! Both tanks destroyed by the tiger. Well played by this particular tank crew right here. I'll just let you see their names. I'm not going to call you out. Recon Vic pulling through, narrowly escaping the wrath of the tiger. Oh my goodness! Oh, okay. Yeah, all right, there's another tank over here. I was going to say the Recon tank took out the P4, but P4 does go down to the medium over here. And these tank fights are getting aggressive. Oh, infantry all over this medium here. Spike jumping out. Spike gets taken down. Adler coming around the corner trying to protect his tank. I don't think they got a satchel anywhere. I think he's doing pretty okay. Please tell me your name is Jean Bon Jovi. Jean Bon Bière? Jean Bon Bière, show me the magic. Got a pretty good field of fire. Some of these guys look like they're going to be crossing a little below him. They won't be able to see him. David should be able to be seen, though. Get him! Save the tank! Jean Bon Bière! No! Oh, it doesn't matter because Molotrox came around the corner with a rocket anyways. There goes the satchel that had just gotten placed by David. The medium goes down along with a lot of the cap pressure here. 59 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. And this has been a very aggressive match here at Market Square. These guys just grinding into each other. A handful of guys on the flanks, but most of the teams are just here. Now, at the moment, it does look like Condor Ronin has the center cleared out. Pretty big push going on over here on the eastern edge of the map. Just one squad, 2 squads now. One of the squad, Brayben, gets taken down by Kevin, who's holding on to this edge of the hedge right here. Now, these guys are spreading out, doing a pretty good job of getting away from this, not getting locked down into this sector, and a good portion of what Condor Ronin had pushed through into the buildings did get cleaned up. There's just one OP right here that Echelon ran right past. He ran right through here. You could see it. You can barely hear it, though. I can barely hear it right here, so it's hard to judge him. I wanted to say, like, he should have been able to hear that, but when I put my camera there, I can barely hear it, so that is very unfortunate. It does look like Blurry's going to come around the corner and find and clean up that OP, so that's good on them. There is a decent amount of cap pressure going on here, about a third of the way cap now at Market Square. Oh, Crouch tried to come around the backside. Crochet. Leatherkite repairing up his Tiger. This thing holding strong, keeping the point locked down. Let's take a look at the map, see where Yoko's tanks are. There is a Stuart pulling up over by La Marina. There is a medium pulling up along the eastern road. There's deep cap pressure going on here, even without the tanks. But there's a Tiger here. There's a heavy. That's going to be a problem for them if they want to keep this cap pressure going. About halfway capped here at Market Square, but I would expect a massive callback by Condor Ronin any second here on the garrison. Waiting for it. They're stalling it up either way. There's the callback. Pretty big spawn in on that garrison, so that's going to secure Market Square for Condor Ronin, at least for the next few minutes. Over here to the east, it does look like Condor Ronin pushing over to their reinforcements this way and secured this edge of the map now. They're even pushing a couple guys forward, trying to clean this up. Oh, Sarador tries to get a rocket into Vergus. Tries to get 2 rockets into Vergus. Isn't quite able to take him out. Ultra coming around the corner is probably going to flank him in a second if he's not careful. Looks like he's trying to throw out grenades. Ultra does come around the corner and clean him up. Ray-Ben is right there. Looks like Ray-Ben cleaned both these guys up. And the fighting breaks pretty even. Condor, or Yoko has made decent forward progress over here on the edge of the map. They were fighting up here before. Now they've kind of pushed down to here. So they're looking pretty good over on the eastern edge of the map. They're not looking as strong in the center anymore. And you can see that Condor Ronin has had this massive callback that came back on the garrison. And they just pushed right into the middle of the circle. Trying to maintain that capture control. If Yoko can continue these envelopments, if they can continue to swing around the circle and boxing Condor Ronin onto their garrison, this could go really well for them as long as they're able to keep the cap pressure off of La Marina. Oh, but another tank goes down for Yoko as Condor Ronin's Tiger back there is just an absolute menace. There was a callback back there on the garrison back there. There is an AT and an engineer nearby for Yoko. Looks like they're trying to get on this garrison. He looks like Zima might even be able to get a rocket on if he plays his cards right. I'm trying to lock onto him. Oh, he's cleaning these guys up, too. Now, he's satchel build, and he gets cleaned up anyway, so he's not going to get the garrison regardless. He might have even been able to see it. More capture going on here at Market Square as this battle just continues to be absolutely cutthroat intense. These two teams are just grinding into each other. Now, over here in the east, most of Yoko got cleaned up, but Saradora did manage to slip through. He probably found at least one spawn. Thank you for the follow. Probably found at least one spawn. Dario just came off of another spawn just now off the edge of the map. Saradora making the right decision to move towards their back line. He's probably not going to be able to get on the garrison, but he might be able to fight with the Tiger as long as he doesn't pop out and get shot by the driver. Kind of keeping an eye on what Saradora here does. There's still no tanks. Here comes the next heavy for Yoko. Saradora... Never mind. Artillery coming down on top of the Tiger does take out his repair station. Might even have to force him to reposition a little bit. It's difficult to kill a tank with artillery. It can be done. I have the achievement for it. But it's difficult. Alright, looks like Yoko again trying to swing some guys over here to the east. This has been their best route for breaking through. If they can slip down and around the edge of map here, they can be in a good position to just sweep their back line. It's so open over here to the west. You have to cross this water to break in, and you're just in the wide opens. The east is going to be Yoko's best bet for taking this point, I think. Condor Ronin breaking some guys through the center again, starting to clean up some of Yoko's OPs. Yeah, Ling Ling running straight towards this OP here. Oh, Satchel went off. I don't know what it was for. Oh, here comes Ling Ling. Here comes Ling Ling. He's just like stuck running around in circles. Oh, Skewer! Oh, and he got him, and he got the OP that was over there as well. Slogane now lighting him up, but Ling Ling just running through the back line. Oh. Is that Kanza over there? Or Ultra back there from the window. And Ling Ling just wreaking havoc in their back lines, just running rampant. Now there is another tank pulling up to the front lines for Yoko. And he's chosen a different avenue this time. He's stuck more to the west, trying to stay away from this main road here where he has to engage the Tiger, which... Where's the Tiger? Okay, the Tiger repositioned over to the east. It looks like he's heading back towards the center now. There is a P4 pulling into the fight as well. And this Firefly's got his work cut out for him. Kevin is like right on top of him. Kevin does get cleaned up before he can get a satchel on this Firefly. I don't know if maybe he placed it on the wall in hopes of catching him, but there's decent cap pressure going on here. About a third of the way capped here now. Condor Ronin taking casualties in the center now as Yoko starting to take up positions in the windows. Starting to get a nice push. You can see they've got guys pushing through over there on the east again. Vargas is in a position to stop him, but he doesn't have a ton of reinforcements at the moment. There is some guys for Condor Ronin who are slipping around the backside, but we're over halfway capped here now at Market Square. So if Yoko can keep this pressure up for just another minute, one more minute, that's all they need. They've got most of the circle under their control. But there is a couple tanks here for Condor Ronin. I wouldn't be surprised to see them push those tanks into the circle here in a moment. I don't see their reinforced, but that should pop up here in a minute and as well, I would think. More repair stations going off over by that Tiger, but the Tiger's still going strong. There we go. Massive spawn wave on the garrison. The reinforce has been placed. Now I would expect a bombing run to come through from Yoko around this time. Just... Now they've got their reinforced up, clear out their defenders, get the garrison, and you're in a good position. They probably don't know exactly where the garrison is, of course, but... Truth be told, I haven't seen a bombing run from either team in some time, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that coming in here pretty soon. Yoko's getting this cap pressure going again. Their infantry is pushing through. They're being cleaned up a little bit, but both sides are taking casualties. Oh, there was an engineer on this tank. He did get a satchel on it. They're going to take that satchel off, though. There's still like 30... Yep, satchel's off. Good effort by that engineer, but that tank will survive. Another AT gun destroyed. Cap pressure has been stalled up again. Reinforces over halfway done, though. And... Yoko is still flickering with this cap pressure. They're keeping the attack going. There's a couple of guys, like I said before, from Condor Ronin who slipped around the backside. If they can keep this pressure going until that reinforce is done, it's hard to say. I don't know if they will be able to. They're being hit pretty hard from behind. You got Dario coming around from the backside, forcing people like Aurelius to have to turn around and look for him. Aurelius, I think, might have to get his OP back up because it's hot right now. More spawn-ins below us in that gun pit. It does look like Yoko does still have pretty good control of the square itself, but they're taking casualties in the square. They have pulled another tank up into the fray. You can see they've got 2 tanks here inside the circle. And the reinforce is done for Condor Ronin. Does look like Condor Ronin did get a number of reinforcements back here, though. They have managed to stall up this cap pressure pretty good. Yoko still pushing through. I see Hashimingo as there as an assaultman or engineer. Hard to say if he was able to get on either one of these tanks. Obviously, he wasn't able to get on the medium, but he might have gotten a satchel on this heavy. Negative. I just saw it go off on the building below us. So the heavy should be good. So I don't need to go in there and look for a satchel. Here comes the Tiger. Has pulled up and is looking to engage these tanks. That cap pressure just keeps flickering back and forth like crazy. More spawn-ins for Yoko as they're trying to keep this pressure up. They have been absolutely pushing with everything they have for like the last 5 minutes straight. Just everything they have right now on the front door. It's kind of going to be up to this Tiger here. This Tiger has already killed like 4 tanks. He is catching Rakuso. He's catching rounds from the tank. Emergency repairs are going on from Lanubi. He's trying to keep his Firefly up. The medium takes down the Tiger. With the Tiger gone, Yoko might be able to keep this cap pressure going. These tanks are still going strong. There's no real ATs too close. Hashimingo's coming around the corner right now. Might be able to get a rocket into this Firefly, but Lanubi again out with the emergency repairs, trying to keep this tank in the fight. More reinforcements coming in from Yoko, but Condor Ronin is doing the same thing. Just throwing everything they have into the square. Over halfway cap now at Market Square. 46 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. We're just about to the halfway mark. And these guys have just been going at it. Yoko has a number of guys who have been trying to break through over here in the east for a while now. Condor Ronin has pushed a lot of their infantry this way as well. Both sides very full aware of how important this flank is on the edge of the map. You can't flank a flank if it's on the edge of the map, so very important position. Over 75% capped here now for Yoko. Looks like they just lost a tank here. I didn't see what it was. I think it was just a light. Maybe even a solo. Still, that's cap pressure lost, but I don't think it's going to matter because here goes the capture. Market Square goes to Yoko. Now let's see if they can consolidate fast enough to hold out of it because Condor Ronin still has a lot of infantry in the area. They got several squad leaders in place inside the circle and get their OPs back up. And they're going to keep this cap pressure going back the other way. But there is actually cap pressure going on at the 4th point. La Centière. Sui, right? Isn't that how you say that? Sui? La Centière Sui? I bet I'm saying that wrong. Plus, it's probably Santier, not Sentier. La Santier, Sui. Yeah, so look, actually, I mean, this isn't like a ton of cap pressure going on. There's a massive spawn back for Condor Ronin, though, so they're not gonna be able to keep that pressure up at Market Square. They're very concerned about their 4th point right now as La Santier is being captured. Oh my goodness, Graysumer. I guess that's actually not that hard to say, Graysumer. The little hyphens and stuff freaked me out. Let's head back over to Market Square. We'll see what's going on over here as Condor Ronin still pushing some of their guys back inside the circle, trying to keep this pressure up. There's still a tank inside the circle. 2 tanks inside the circle for Yoko. Is going to keep this pretty secure. Let's take a look at the map. They've already got a number of garrisons up in place protectively around Market Square with nice defensive garrisons behind. Let's take a look at the garrison spread for Condor Ronin. Looking pretty good, but they're still getting this cap pressure over here at La Santière. It's not a ton of cap pressure, but it's enough. It's enough to force Condor Ronin to have to keep pulling guys back here. It does kind of seem like Yoko has control of the barns down here for the most part. I don't know if you can enter that building. It kind of looks like an enterable building. No, I see a closed door. It's unfortunate. Oh, man, Frias just lit those guys up with his machine gun. Actually just tore up like 3-4 guys. Adler does get taken out, I think, by Blackie. Condor Ronin kind of starting to clean this up a little bit, but they're getting infiltrated from all over the place. I did just see a spawn in. There is a backline garrison. Excuse me. A backline garrison, backline red zone garrison that Yoko has managed to get up behind Condor Ronin's lines. Now, only a couple of guys have spawned in on it at the moment. But that could be a problem. That could be a problem for Condor Ronin. It's in a nice position. It's right between all their spawns. Nothing's being lit up by anybody. They've already got these guys swinging around the backside, finding the garrison. Devier, I think, might even actually know it. He's calling out a garrison there, so... More cap pressure going on here at La Santiere. Chitak gets himself a kill there. And Condor Ronin is being cleaned up back here. There's some server issues. If your reps ping in the match chat. I don't know. That doesn't involve me. Doesn't involve me. There is cap pressure going on at Market Square. This is a decent looking cap going on here at Market Square. A lot of infantry has managed to break through. There is still 2 tanks here. Might turn into a cap race though, depending on how much Condor Ronin commits to this attack, because like I said, there's a backline garrison and most of the pressure is actually coming from the front, so they could just slip a squad or 2 on this backline garrison every so often. Ooh, swing and a miss from Ifarg. Tried to get a hold of that tank, doesn't quite get him. The P4 was able to pull up and take position on the road after that tank backed off, though. The Firefly significantly damaged. I'm assuming there's a repair station there that they're using. The repair station is actually further back, but... So, no, they're going to have to emergency repair their tanks there. Does look like Yoko is flanking through with a lot of infantry here. Should be able to clean out this infantry from Condor Ronin, I would think. I'm not sure. I think that was a rocket ricochet from Z taking shots at the Tiger there. I don't think that was a tank engagement. But all the tanks are back here at Market Square, which means that Condor Ronin... I mean, they have 1 tank be here, but they don't have much by way of tanks protecting the Santiere. Thank you for the people who are keeping the chat active. We love you guys. Support your teams. Keep it clean, but support your teams. I don't actually have to tell you to keep it clean because auto modeled cleaned up things that I was actually probably okay with in the first place. Now it does look like Condor Ronin has spawned enough guys back here that they're taking this defense pretty seriously. But you can see over there, they're starting to get aggressive with their tanks. They've got a lot of infantry inside the circle. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of cap pressure over here at Market Square here soon. Yeah, I mean, I guess they don't really have full control of the circle. Let's take a look at the map, see what's going on. There is another tank pulling into Market Square right now for Yoko. They want to make sure they keep that nice and secure. They still got some guys spawning in on the back lines, getting around behind. As I say, that looks like it's on the other side. Weird, but no. More red zone garrisons going on in the back lines. You can see they're taking down their defensive garrisons so they can get these backline garrisons up behind La Santiere. And I think it's going to come down to a cap race here. 39 minutes left on the clock, and Condor Ronin is very aggressively attacking Market Square. So it's going to come down to if Yoko can get enough cap pressure going that they can leapfrog their defenders to the attack confidently. That's what'll happen. They get these garrisons up, they get a little bit of cap pressure out, and then all of a sudden half their defenders just jump to the attack. Or they drive a recon tank over there or something. Something to get that to ensure that they're going to keep that cap pressure going. Yoko did pull one of their tanks forward onto the road. He might find himself a little bit exposed if these Condor Ronin tanks decide to reposition back to the road, but it looks like Condor Ronin is very focused on this eastern edge of the map, eastern flank here on the edge of the map. They've repositioned their tanks and support their infantry as they try and push around this edge. So I think they're just going to try and slip their infantry up and around and get behind again. But Yoko, also taking this flank very seriously, has at least 3 squad leaders over here ready to, drop OPs and bring reinforcements over there as needed. I'm going to head back over to La Santiere. I want to see what's going on back here. I do see a couple of tanks from Condor Ronin are now back here. Looks like they're hunting out spawns. But they've got ATs all over them. You can see Demon Shad. Demon Shade probably is your name. Where are you? Back here. Demon Shadow. Demon Shadow trying to get a take on that or get some rockets into that P4 there. You got Goats over here trying to get rockets into the other P4. The P4s are trying to protect each other and to recrew themselves. Kia trying to get a satchel on the P4. It's running straight towards the driver right now, I think. I think this tank just killed his own crewman. That's what it looked like just happened. Satchel is on, P4. It's probably going to get destroyed. I don't see them reacting to it. I don't think they know they've been satcheled. So that P4 almost certainly going to be destroyed. The other P4 severely damaged as a solo crewman. And there is a little bit of cap pressure now here at La Santiere. Oh, Demon Shadow gets a hold of the solo P4 right as the satchel goes off on the other P4. Did he put a 60-second on there or something? Why isn't that blown up yet? Look, he's like running over there confused too. Like, I did put a satchel on that, right? Yeah, he must have put a 60-second satchel on that on accident. And Goat steals his kill! Goat steals his tank kill because he put the long timer on accident. I don't know if he actually did. I didn't count it out or anything, but that did seem like a long timer to me. Alright, let's head back over to Market Square. Over here on the eastern edge of the map, man, you can see that Yoko has pushed a ton of their squads over in that direction. They're trying to break through. Something just blew up in front of us to the tanks here. I hear a precision strike from the Germans, and I bet it's going to come down right about here. Swing and a miss. Does not quite get a hold of him, and the tank will survive. So just a little bit off. Oh, Wacho getting some rocks into him. That tank is in trouble. I don't know if he can back out of there, but he might want to consider trying. There is a tank battle going on over here. There's cap pressure going on at La Santiere while this is happening as well. These two heavies are about to start duking it out in front of us while there's cap pressure going on at La Santiere. They lost both of their tanks over there at the same time. And that put Yoko in a good position to start attacking. I want to see these tanks fight, but I also want to see this cap pressure. Saradora coming around the backside on the Tiger. The Tiger, I don't think these tanks can see each other. Oh, they can. The Tiger gets a hit. We're almost a third of the way capped over at La Santiere. Saradora tried to get a satchel on the Tiger, but he did get cleaned up by the infantry. The 76 Firefly goes down to the Tiger. Nice tank kill to the Tiger, but will it matter when La Santiere is over halfway capped here now? 34 minutes left on the clock, and Yoko is all up in Condor Ronin's business. Let's take a quick look at the map. I want to see what Condor Ronin has to respond with this. They got one garrison over to the east, a garrison further south, and an OP. There's a tank pulling into place for Yoko. And I don't think Condor Ronin is going to be able to stop this capture. 33 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, and this is looking pretty good for Yoko right now here on the 4th point. The 5th point over here at Grey-sur-Mer. They already have this one garrison in place. You can see squads actually turning around and starting to head that way. Flak is heading that way right now. They have a garrison, defensive garrison. They have a defensive garrison to the north. This one defensive garrison to the south is about to be all they have left. They've all already redeployed. I don't see anybody on the map. Looks like they're going to spawn in at their HQ in about 2 seconds, but this is a pretty rough situation for Condor Ronin. All it's going to take is the tiniest little bit of cap pressure, and they're not going to be able to use their HQ. Yoko throwing out rockets, trying to prevent any kind of spawn. There goes the cap pressure on Grey-sur-Mer. There's no garrisons in place. There's infantry all over that garrison. Condor Ronin, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. There's no garrisons. There's nobody in place. There's one tank on the board. They've already left. The match is over. All right, so we got about a minute and a half here till this cap is over. They'll get this cap. The match will be over. Condor Ronin has already left. So congratulations to Yoko for your 5-0 victory. Condor Ronin, man, your tanks looked so strong. Your tanks looked so strong. You killed a number of tanks. You had good infiltrations going in the back lines. It just, man, you guys were. I don't know if there was like a. we did get that message about server issues, so I don't know if there was like some ping issues or people getting kicked or something. Maybe there was a circumstance I'm not aware of, because up until just the last few minutes, this looked like such an even fight. All right, well, we'll run out the clock, and then we'll take a look at some combat scores for Yoko. I don't think I even need to really run out the clock. I mean, this is over, right? Like, they've all left. So let's just go ahead and take a look at some combat scores. 517 for Goats. 585 Suradora. 476 from Demon Shadow. 634 from Crochet. 561. 829 from Zed, and a 700 from Juan the Nipple. All right. Well, there you have it. And congratulations to Yoko for your victory. That was the finals. You know, unless there was a tech issue, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a reschedule. I cannot comment on that at this time because I'm not paying attention to the chat. But as far as this match goes, that looked so evenly matched the whole time. I was loving the grind. Even, you know, it's rough being the Canadian sometimes, but anyways, well, thank you very much for everybody who watched. Thank you so very much for the follows. We're getting really close to 1,000 now. I'm pretty excited. I've been trying to get to that 1,000 for a while. So thank you, everybody, for all of the support. And we will see you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it easy. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies.